someone being found not guilty, it does not necessarily mean he or she didn't do something similar to someone else. They're not guilty to that person or in that situation, but that doesn't mean they're completely innocent and angelic.
Because you know what has happened now with Kobe Bryant, Gayle King, even Oprah is involved herself.
Yeah.
It is a best friend.
Yeah.
It's like, for some reason, everyone now is saying not to bring up stuff like that there. And it's usually the people that are canceling everyone. And now Oprah and them who are there condemning people, they now the ones feeling attacked because people want to cancel. I think I'm speaking all over the place. But it's like people want to cancel Gayle King and Oprah now. Especially Oprah's endorsement of all these documentaries about black males accused of rape and that for mysteriously excluding white males. But now people want to cancel them, but now they're playing the same argument that other cancel people are playing.
Well, with Oprah, she was raped a lot. She was abused a lot. And those lots.
A lot is a definite number. She was abused and she was raped. So
Yes.
I don't want to quantify it for some reason.
Yeah, no, me too. It's fine. It's okay. Let's just say she was touched. Ne? And according to the stories that she's told, it was mostly by black men. I say mostly because I said, I don't know, if anything.
But it's also those were the men in proximity to her.
Yeah. So a lot of men of color bring up the whole, but why a black man whenever a black man is accused of something.
Okay.
And for me, it's like there are people you can't bring that up with. Like Bill Cosby, you can't say, because he's a black man trying to... No, he did it. He did it, right? Unlike, let's use Kobe, right?
Yeah.
Because so far it's been seen that he's not guilty, right?
Yeah.
Unlike him, what's that other guy, the take a knee guy, Kaepernick or something like that.
Kaepernick,
yeah. Some people tried to pin things on him only to find that it was like some agenda to bring him down.
Is it Russell Simmons?
Yeah.
Russell Simmons' stories at the moment are also just accusations.
Yes. Yeah. Unlike those people who they are not guilty, and the accusations, even when you hear the accusations, it's like, come on, like
It's
even
like
it sounds silly. It sounds like someone trying to do something specifically to a black guy.
But I don't believe that that's the argument. The argument is not even saying don't do that to black guys, or the black guys who's been accused of this stuff don't deserve it. They definitely do.
Yeah.
The argument is, why do you not apply the same vengeance? Vengeance might be the wrong word. Why don't you apply the same punishment to white men? And it's not even like these white men are out of reach. These are your associates as well. So now, do you get what I'm saying?
I get you.
It's not saying don't do it to black people. It's saying apply the same treatment to white people.
I get you. But you have to understand something. Most women of color are not molested by white men.
Cool.
Not to say,
You're reminding me of
not
the
to
thing you
say
said.
that white men don't do anything to women of color.
Yeah.
But our biggest
Enemy. You can say that.
enemy is harsh.
Because
Our biggest should I say target? Our biggest the main person that targets women of color are men of color.
True.
Yeah. So now saying that, why don't you apply the same energy to the white man? Yeah, if he does something, I will. And in most cases, they have. Lupita Nyong'o said Harvey Weinstein did so, and she applied all that energy onto
Because
Harvey
it happened
Weinstein.
to her and he attempted
Because
to
it
do it to
happened
her.
to her, yes.
Now, none of these, in your argument, none of these black men did anything to Oprah. And I'll say this, just because, yes.
Isn't it that they did something to Gayle?
not that anything. Gail, I don't think Gail has stories of sexual abuse or something like that there. But I understand the argument of the people that have done stuff to women of color, men of color. That's true.
Mm.
But if a black man did something to you, black men aren't your enemy. And as much as I'm a fan of the men are trash movement, and I'm proclaiming that I myself am trash, even though I haven't done any of the vile stuff that these men that gave us that reputation did. It's like, you can't be angry with me, bruh. Now
Okay.
you're angry with all black men.
The reason why it applies to all is because black men were raised with a certain mindset, a certain stigma. Like you said, you didn't do any of those things, right? You yourself never did any of those things. But I always ask black men this question. How is it that me, as a black woman, know a bunch of victims, but you don't know any victimizer? Even in circles where your friends and my friends are friends, and my friends, women, say, I've been victimized by Emilio's friend. And then you, knowing the friend, don't know him as a victimizer.
I know more victims than I know perpetrators.
Yes,
Myself.
yes. And that's the standard everywhere. How is that possible?
The nature of it, here's how it's possible. And I won't lie to you, that's like, I don't know if I put it on Facebook, but that's a phrase that I definitely think is not thought out and is coming from emotion, no offense. But the reason why we know more victims than perpetrators, I'm not going to my friend and say, hey, guess who I did this to yesterday?
That's the thing.
Because I'm
That's
a
the
perpetrator.
thing.
Number
No,
one,
no, no.
you cannot, hold on, if I'm a sexual assaulter or I mistreat women, I'm already the bad guy. You cannot expect me to go and expose myself.
Now, here's the thing. As women, when a woman says, who told me I did this with this guy, in most cases, we will talk further about it. How did it happen? What did you do? How did it feel? Was he big? Was he small? Who told me? How is he? Is he a Minuteman? Is he this and that?
Okay.
In most cases, men will come and say, yo boy, I ate it. And then everyone goes, Sean Tuana. You don't ask for details. You don't. So that's another reason why you don't know perpetrators. Because chances are, this happens
Okay.
with most black men. It might not be you. Because chances are, your boy came to you and said, that chick, I smashed her yesterday.
You won't say it was
You
rape.
will never say it was rape. But now, you don't ask the questions that we as women ask.
Yeah.
Bruh, when did this happen? What did you do?
Okay.
Or was she drunk?
I'll speak on.
I'm speaking
that I'm-
majority. I'm generalizing.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm also generalizing, and maybe I'm not speaking on behalf of men. And also, I don't think you're saying that you're speaking on behalf of women. It's your experience. But as men, tell me what's more misogynistic. After my boy comes to me and is like, yo, I smashed that girl. Men will be like, how? When? How long did it take? Whatever. But in terms of the details that women go into,
Yeah.
men don't do it. And I think this is a good quality about men.
Yeah.
I don't wanna answer a question about like how the girl looked naked, what she did. I'm more trash if I'm revealing that kind of information. Men generally don't reveal those details because it makes them less of men. So now
That's the issue.
Yes, but
That's where the
now-
trashiness comes from.
I disagree with you. And
No,
I'll tell you why.
I know you disagree. But we're saying that's where it comes from. So you standing there going, I don't want to know any further. You smashed a full stop. That's it.
I might want to know.
But now you not asking is the reason why a perpetrator can hide, because
Carry on.
the perpetrator can go, I can say this to Emilio and I know Emilio will not ask me anything. Even down to Where did you meet? How did you meet? How did this thing start going on?
I can ask those questions.
Because
I can ask those questions. I
maybe-
think men would ask those questions. But if it comes, like, every time a guy tells me that he smashed someone, I'm not going to do an investigation to see whether it was rape or not, bruh.
it's not an investigation. It's just talking to your friend. So now,
Do you think you will let it slip? What are the chances you think, like, when I ask a bit more questions, he's going to let slip that, like,
I'll give
yeah,
you-
it wa- actually,
I'll
she was
give you-
I forgot to mention she
I'll
was asleep.
give you an example.